Alrighty, everybody, we are going to be making some graham cracker crack today. And so we are going to Walmart to the grocery store to get ourselves some of the ingredients. This is our cart that we will be using. Congratulations, you have been chosen. So we are going to get ourselves some graham crackers. We're not going to go for the Honey Maid because we're cheap sometimes, and we're going to get those for under $3. We're going to go get ourselves some butter, which is in scarce supply for some reason. They only had butter in these weird, like, quarter stick ones, and it was very odd. If you don't have salt, buy salt. We're going to get ourselves some light but tightly packed brown sugar because that's an important ingredient. Then we're also going to get ourselves some semi-sweet chocolate chips. We sometimes need to deal with evil, so that's why we're buying Nestle. Here are some candy canes. We're going to use those to top everything off. Those will taste nice. And all in all, we got in at $15.88. Welcome back. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to turn our oven on to 350 degrees Fahrenheit because we are Americans. Hoorah! We're going to need to aluminum foil and spray down that foil in this glass pan that's about 9 by 13, which is really good looking. Look at that transition. We're going to have our candy canes and we're going to crush them, but we're not actually going to be using the rolling pin because that would be terrible and it would make a large mess. So we put it in a bowl and we got out this hammer. It's usually used for meat, but we cleaned it so that way we could use it for the candy canes. We're going to need ourselves about 10 of those graham crackers. We're going to need ourselves 1 cup of the butter. Make sure it's unsalted, by the way. We're going to get ourselves 1 cup of brown sugar. We're going to get ourselves some salt. We are putting in 2 cups of those chocolate chips, which was about the whole bag of those 12 grams. And then there is our crushed candy cane. Woohoo! We're going to spread out our 10 graham crackers. About 7 of them fit in the pan very easily, and then we crushed up the other 2 or 3 so that way we could spread them around and get them to fill in all of the cracks and joints. Next, we're going to get ourselves a medium pan, and we're going to put this on about 6. At some point, we're going to change the temperature to 7. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding the butter, and then we will be adding the brown sugar. What is not shown in this video is that I added the salt. I did add the salt, believe me. And so what we're going to be doing is we're not going to be leaving this alone for like the next 8 minutes. This is about a minute into melting. This is about another minute and a half into melting. This is about another minute and a half later. We finally reached boiling, which is good. We're going to maintain boiling for about 4.5 minutes. This is the consistency that we're looking for in that wonderful, wonderful fluffy color. We're going to be taking this and we are going to be pouring it. Oh, look at us, we're so responsible. We're going to pour it over the graham crackers. Yeah, make sure to turn off all your stuff after you're done using it. Anyway, we pour it all out. We start making sure that it's actually spread into all the points, and then we put it in the oven for about 7 minutes because we're cool like that. Look at how quickly we operate the oven. Anyway, it's time to relax. Contemplate our life choices. Why are we making graham cracker crack? For a class. We don't know. Anyway, it's time to stop relaxing because we got work to do. So we turn off the timer because it's yelling at us all the time. We take out our graham cracker crack from the oven as it is so far. We take our chocolate chips that we have set aside. We're going to put those all over the top. We're not going to do anything with them outside of spread them. Try to get them to be pretty even across the surface. Oop, 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 got it. We're going to put that back in the oven now. Just at the same temperature, just because we want to make sure that the chocolate gets melted all evenly. We're going to put it in for 2 minutes. Man, I'm so good at operating the oven. Anyway, the timer is up, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking that out, and any second now, when I'm finally like good at my job, I will be turning off all the things that I've been doing and making things quiet because those were like sensory overload. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be smearing this chocolate so that way it's got a very, very even covering of the whole surface because that's just something that's appealing and it will help it taste good for every single portion. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our peppermint that we have crushed from the candy cane and we're going to be spreading that on the surface. We will refrigerate this, and after refrigerating it, we will come back into the kitchen. We can take off our apron because we won't be making a mess of ourselves anymore, and we can sit down and relax again. And then remember that we don't know how to work Adobe Express, so we have to get up and edit the video.